Hey, 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 happy Sunday, happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? It is Jelly with Dear Jelly. And happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I do hope that you are all well and just having a really great day. I'd like to say it was beautiful outside. I really haven't been outside other than when I came to the station, but it looked beautiful. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. This has been a holiday weekend, right? Like a pre fall pre Halloween, so fall festivals taking place, autumn festivals, all the things. And so I would love to hear about the kind of costumes that some of you have been adorning, wearing, rocking, what kind of events you've been to. I feel like it's been a fun weekend for so many people, and I'm excited to hear about that. And so, happy Sunday, y'all. Today, we're talking about significant others in terms of if you found out that your significant other had a secret family. Interesting scenario where someone asked me what I would do in that situation. And I want to talk about that today because that is kind of bananas, where unfortunately the love of your life passes away for whatever reason and you find out that they have a family, like an actual like family. Um, he or she leaving a substantial amount of money. And we're going to talk about what would you do in that scenario? Would you donate? Would you donate money to his he or her other's family because he didn't leave anything to them? Or would you say, sorry? And so the person that asked me that, I inquired about where it came from. So they sent me some of the comments because this was asked in a post. And I was very surprised at some of the things that people were saying because my mindset was um, if they have children, you're automatically just going to say, here, give to the kids, right? Apparently not. That's not how everybody feels. And so that was wild for me. But that's what we're going to be talking about today on Dear Jelly. Your significant other has a secret family that you were not aware about. They left a substantial amount of money. Are you going to support children and secret significant other? Or are you just going to be like, well, the joke's on you, sissy or mister? Because let's be clear, men and women can all do the same thing, right? That's what we're talking about today. Today on Dear Jelly. I'm just very interested to see what y'all would do in this same type scenario. Because I certainly wasn't expecting to read the type of responses that I heard. So anyway, this is WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNALP, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. And this is Dear Jelly. So, all right, guys, let's get into it. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. How y'all doing? Oh, how y'all doing? WXNA? Yeah, how you doing? Oh, I think I played that last time. Yeah, at midnight. At midnight. Yep, I'll play that next. Yeah, no problem. I'll look it up. Yep. All right. At midnight. Shaka Khan. How are y'all doing? So I gotta get these screenshots up. Oh y'all. Therapy. Stone B Way. It has been a long, it's been a busy weekend. Is that who's singing this? Stone B Way. Stone B Way. Therapy. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, and it is Dear Jelly on the line. Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? So, tracking back, first we had Kitty with Touch It from the Golden Boy release, and that was followed by Stone B. Roy with Therapy. And if you're just tuning in, hey, 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 happy Sunday. It's DJ Jelly on the line. And before I want to share with you guys about Daybreak Arts. So, Daybreak Arts is a social enterprise nonprofit located on Dickerson Pike in East Nashville that equips people impacted by homelessness with resources and training to leverage their creative talent. Daybreak Art provides professional studio business workshops and gallery exhibitions so artists can have the opportunity to create and sell their work. More at daybreakarts.org. Therapy. All right, so Therapy is the name of that single. Okay, so it looks like, or at least I feel like, somebody, is going to need therapy. Talking about the subject that we're talking about today, which I guess is kind of common. Hold on. Here we go. It's kind of common, is what I've recently learned, and I'm just like, I guess people still do this. This is what we're doing. So anyway, if you're just tuning in, this is what we're talking about today. Someone asked me a question, and I will read to you the scenario that caused them to ask me the question they asked me. So it says, ladies, your husband is dying. You are by his bedside. One day you come to the hospital and find a woman in his room with 2 children ages 4 and 7. He admits that this was his side chick, and these are his kids with her. He admits to being unfaithful and that he was her primary source of income while living. Your husband passes away a few days later and never left anything to the woman or the kids in his will. You receive his $2.5 million life insurance policy. You live a comfortable life already. Would you give his additional family a portion of the money? And be honest. So that's what we're talking about today, because I was thinking, well, yes, absolutely. You should definitely do this. This is definitely necessary, to help support, right? But I was surprised to find that so many people were like, nope, that's what you get for messing with a married person. They were like, too bad, he should have taken care of this. And I was shocked at so many people who would just be like, no, that's what he gets. So I'm going to read to you some of the responses after this song. Somebody called in and requested this song, but I definitely want to know, what do you think? Like, what would you do in that situation? You're already living a pretty lucrative life, is what the question is. If you're already living a lucrative life and you find out your partner has been cheating on you the entire time, would you go ahead and donate a substantial amount of money to his side person and their children? And my first thought was like, yes, because I was thinking about the children, whereas her thought was like, no, ma'am. So yeah, tell me what you think. If you found out your significant other has passed away but has had a secret family, would you give a large portion of that person's money that was left to you to them if they didn't put them in the will? Let me know what you think. I mean, listen to Dear Jelly on the X, and here is that dedication. Well, he didn't dedicate to anybody. I'm sorry. Here's a request. Caller in. This is Rufus and Shaka Khan with At Midnight. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. At midnight. Is this Shaka Khan's song? Oh, there it is. What album is this on? Oh, hi, beautiful. How are you? She put who chili. That's funny. Yeah, that was a good one. Like I said, I was very surprised about the responses that came in the chat, and I was just like, I was thinking, sure, you definitely want to look out for the children, but that is not the consensus of what was in the chat. So I don't know if that was just people's pain points speaking, or we really just like, you made a choice. You choose all that come with it, which include having nothing by being dirty, which is basically the consensus. Thank you for popping in. How long is this shotgun song? Okay. I appreciate you popping in. I wish I could still play music live in the studio and Facebook wouldn't cut me off, but they will, of course. I still gotta make it out to your store. I have not forgotten about you. Life has just been lifing. Um, Life has been lifing, but I'm so proud of you. I don't know, like if you found out your significant other had a secret family, there's just levels to that. Because it's like, okay, he's not here, she's not going to be here much longer. Do you go ahead and release this thing so that you release them, release what's going on with them? It's just a whole, there's just levels to it. It's a long song. Well, not really. I think just because it wasn't on my radar to play today. All right. It's the end of that song. That was a long song. You listen to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. Tracking back, that was Rufus featuring Shaka Khan with At Midnight, My Love Will Lift You Up, off of the very best of Rufus featuring Shaka Khan release. And so that was a request. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to everybody who calls in and requests songs or sends questions and just engages with me. I really appreciate that. I would not want to do this show without any of you. And thank you for supporting us here at WXNA. It really means a lot. It really means a lot. I don't know what I would do without your support. It just wouldn't be worth doing. So really appreciate all of you so very much. So we've been talking about we've been talking about how somebody sent me this situation. The situation that was sent to me was basically that what would you do if your significant other was dying? You went to their bedside to find that they had another secret family, basically. He or she passes away. They do not leave anything in their will to the side person or the children. You receive $2.5 million life insurance policy. You already live comfortably. Would you give his additional family a portion of the money? And initially, my thought was like, oh, yes, of course. Everybody's going to be like, yes, this is going to be something that everybody's going to want to do, right? Because it's children involved and you don't want to be the petty person. But that's not what I found when looking through looking through the screenshots that were sent to me in reference to what other people were saying. So one person commented, I'd like to think yes, eventually. Kids only. Honestly, would have to heal from the hurt first. And of course, we know that healing is not an overnight thing. So that I'm not sure if they would ever get any money. Who knows? Takes time, but who knows? Someone put that money is going into a trust and she can support herself. Access to that money will not be until they've at least graduated high school and gotten a college degree or get into trade school. But at minimum, they've got to be 25. Either way, their mom isn't getting access to ish unless they decide to give her some once they have been granted access. Plain and simple, though, I'm keeping the majority, and that's that. They can live off the SSI from his death. I'll vouch for them being his kids. If she cannot care for them, then looks like I've got two new kids. Okay, and that sounds like a pretty responsible, response. Okay, with a 25. Um, Danny says if the DNA test says they're actually his, then I would give her a one-time payment of 30,000, 15,000 for each kid, and then never ever approach me again. 30,000 ain't gonna do nothing for me if I have over $2 million now. And she can get to work for her kids. So that was Danny, what she feels. Keisha says, yes, I would. I would definitely give the money to her to raise her kids. And Stephanie says, yes, because his wrongdoings don't have to be a punishment to the children. God be with many of y'all. I mean, from my understanding, even just like talking to friends and different people, like this is not an unheard of scenario. This type of things happens on a regular basis where someone passes away and then you find out they had a whole another, they had a whole family. A whole patient says she can come work for me. Okay, sis. I mean, then that's the thing. It's like she can work for me. It's just one of those things that happens. We don't want to be ignorant of the fact that these things happen every day. And it does kind of try your, I guess, do a heart check. Like, what would you do? I was under the assumption that everybody would just be like, yes, save the babies. We're going to give to the kids. But like I said, I soon found that is not the case. Most people are just like, sorry for you. You knew you knew you were on the side. And so that can be hard. That can be hard. Sorry, I'm trying to see what song I can put. But everybody's looking to love somebody, right? Basically. Here's Love Somebody by Rotimi. Listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Oh, you at a Kirk Franklin concert? That's cool. Oh, wow. Y'all be cracking me up how you be like at events and still chatting with me. You guys are awesome. Oh, wow. Have a blast. Oh, she's like Kirk Franklin concert. Take video if he gets to dancing all freaky like he been doing. appreciate y'all checking in. You're the best. I agree with you, Lou. The children are innocent, I would share with them, but what an a-hole to not leave them anything and then leave the mess on my doorstep. This is Lou, but I talked to my wife, Joyce, and we agree. Shout out to you, Lou. Shout out to you, Joyce. I love y'all. Appreciate your support. And it is. It's a crappy situation. As someone whose parent passed, who has lost a parent, who didn't have a will, and my siblings and I, well, my brothers and I have not gotten anything. Hey, Nora! My brothers and I have not gotten anything from his estate. I definitely understand that. It is very painful. No, you've not only lost a parent, but then you got nothing from their estate. But this happens more common than not. It's crazy. Until you love somebody. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. Tracking back, that was Rotimi with Love Somebody off of the All or Nothing release. You're listening to Dear Jelly with Jelly. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about a very interesting subject that actually happens more than you would know, and blew my mind at how often it happens, but I digress. We'll get into that in just a second. I do want to share with you guys that whenever you tune into WXNA, you've got the power of the low power FM radio on. You're hearing the modern sounds of Music City, and it's all possible because of listener support. Keep us going like the Road Runner by becoming a member or making a one-time donation today. Go to WXNAFM.org. So just tuning in. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. We are talking about the situation where did it go? Sorry, I'm going to go back in my messages. Ooh. Oh, there it is. I didn't mean to close out my inbox. Okay, so basically a situation where a husband is on his deathbed dying. She runs to his bedside. And when she walks in the hospital, she sees that he's there with a woman and two children, ages 4 and 7. He admits that this was his side chick and these are his children. He admits to being unfaithful and that he was her primary source of income while living. Your husband passes away and never left anything to the woman or her kids in his will. You received $2.5 million life insurance policy for him. You already live a very comfortable life. Would you give his additional family a portion of the money? And please be honest. And Lou says, the children are innocent. I would share with them. But what an a-hole to not leave them anything and then leave the mess on my doorstep. This is Lou, but I talk to my wife, Joyce, and we agree. So shout out to Lou and Joyce. I love when they pop in because they always add value and they always keep it real. Love them. Love everybody. Love y'all. I'm just saying, but they always come through with, they're keeping it honest. Like the kids didn't ask to be here. I agree. What was the other comment that was sent in? She can come work for me. No, that was Patience. Shamika says, it's not my responsibility to look out for them. I had nothing to do with that. She better go apply for his SSI survivor benefits that their child are entitled to and may be eligible for. That can help take care of the kids. FYI, the deceased doesn't have to be of retirement age, but the longer they've worked, the more you'll get. Oh, okay. It's not my responsibility. Wow. Hey, we're just having a conversation. Every thought, every comment is definitely welcome. I'm just respect. Nora says the children are his legal heirs. They deserve something. Such a trash thing to do to your wife and to the kids. It is. And what I have learned is that it happens often. It happens often. And then it's like, I mean, of course, just somebody who's listening to such situation, of course, it's gonna like tug on my heartstrings. I'm gonna be like, oh yes, save the baby, save the children. I did like the idea that someone said about putting the money in a trust fund for them at a certain age, but then it also leaves me concerned about their well-being prior to them being able to get to said trust fund, because she said the trust fund will be available once they turn 25. Well, I'm just concerned about their well-being prior to becoming 25, you know. And so that's where my mind went, like, what about, what about that? Trying to check and see if anybody else has a comment. But yeah, it's just one of those things that happens often. Inbox happens often, and we will be surprised if we saw how often it happens. And so, I mean, of course, y'all take care of yourself, take care of your business, take care of your kids, especially if those are proven to be your kids. Take care of your kids by putting up money. Take care of your kids by getting your affairs in order so that they will be okay. Sorry, I was checking for any more comments. So they'll be okay. That's all I'm saying. Take care of your babies. Take care of everybody. You're only one man. You can do so much. But what you can do is take care of your family. Here's one by, oh no, I already played him today. I already played him today. I'm not going to play him again. Here's Faye with Baby Rhythm. No. Yeah. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. I couldn't remember if this was a clean song or not. I like the idea of the yes. So I like this song. I like the idea of I like the idea of putting a trust fund, but I don't know that I will make it till they're 25. I think it should be sooner than 25 because, like I said, I'm just concerned about the well-being of them. Maybe when they're 18, maybe even 16. Let's not forget who started. Sorry, checking if there are any more comments. No, it is just crazy to me how this happens so often and people take it out on the kids. And I don't think that you should, is what I'm saying. I like the trust fund thing. I'm here for the whole proof that the DNA that he said that they're his kids. I'm here for that. I'm here for it. Don't go to jail, whatever you do. Don't go to jail. You can heal from it, especially with that 2.5 mil. Just saying. It can help ease some of the distress. I'm not saying it's everything, but it show does help. Let me play this one. It can help ease it. Here's Daniel. I like this beat. So it looks like the consensus on this is basically they're going to give to the kids. Most people say they're going to give to the kids. I'm trying to see if anybody else commented. Gonna give to the babies. Give to the kids. I mean, like I said, somebody just kind of looking in, it's easy to say that I will give to the kids because I'm not living it. So if that's like, if somebody's like, I'm just being honest, I'm not going to give to those kids, I'm not going to judge you because it's so easy to say that I would. Then you get in a situation and be like, me too, Nora. Me too, Nora. Plenty noise. I've been in a situation, but it would be the right thing to do. I mean, assuming that, like I said, what would you do if they're like, I guess if he had other relatives, because if he's gone, how do you prove that's his kid? Maybe they look just like him. Yeah, I feel like if it's proven that these are his children, then yes, definitely. But I don't, I guess I like the trust fund idea. I think I would probably make it like maybe 18. Prior to that, sis, we'll figure it out. You listen to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. And tracking back, first we had Fave with Baby Rhythm off the Baby Rhythm single release. And following that, we had Kiss Daniel with Egg God Barnabas from the Barnabas release. If you are just tuning in, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. This is Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly, and I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you joining the chat. I appreciate you sending in comments. We just appreciate you, period, for being a part of our WXNA radio family. Thank you so much. We are having a discussion about basically a significant other. We find out right before your significant other passes that he or she has a secret family that you didn't know about. You got $2.5 million in life insurance money. He or she did not have a will for the side person nor the children. And the question is, would you give them money? Would you give them a substantial amount of money so they could be okay? You're already living pretty well off. What would you do? The consensus I feel like is that people are saying they will definitely support the kids. They will definitely give something to the kids because we want to support the kids. The kids didn't ask to be in this situation. Children are innocent, and especially if it's proven that these are his actual children, that these are their actual children. If you can prove it's their children, we definitely want to give them something. And here's the thing. If he's been in these people's life, the one child is 4, other child is 7, they believe he's their father. So Save the babies, right? Save the babies. Sassy Family is a local nonprofit hosting kids' clothing and toy swaps. Sassy Family creates a space for families to exchange gently used kids' clothing, books, toys, and baby gear. Swaps are held in July, October, and March at Trinity Community Commons on Trinity Avenue in East Nashville. More information at sassyfamily.weebly.com. So in reference to this situation, you already getting $2.5 million. $2.5 million. Surely, even if these aren't his kids, I feel like if it's proven they aren't his kids, I feel like you should still kind of give them something. Give them something because they're under the impression that it was their dad. And they've also suffered a loss. They've suffered a loss. Give them something. I'm all for the whole creating a trust fund. I think they should get it maybe when they're 18, though. I think somebody had commented that she felt like they should get it when they're 25, that they'll get like 30,000, I think like 15 for each, which is a good amount of money. But at least we're giving them something, though. We're giving them something. Norris says, I hope to never be in that situation, but it would be the right thing to do. And I agree. I think it would be the right thing to do to support these children. After all, especially if it's proven that they're his. And I remember one time watching what show was it? It used to be really popular. It was a hospital show, and there was a guy who he was married, and he had a child that he was deaf, and he was divorced. Though he had a baby with a woman. She was married to somebody else. He had a baby with a woman. She was married to somebody else, and she died, and he was like fighting the husband for custody of his child, and he wanted like full custody and take the child away, and so the new husband had to reveal a secret that that kid wasn't even his. And I was like, oh my gosh. But this kind of stuff happens all the time, right? I mean, it's not the same type situation, but same type deal. Like, he's already been in a relationship with this child. This child already believes that he is his father. So even if he turns out not to be the father of those kids, throw him a little something because of the relationship. Hey, Marquita, how are you? Throw him a little something because of the relationship. That's all I'm saying. But take your time to heal. Don't be in a rush. Haha. Here's Iris Star with Rush. Listen, Dear Jelly on the X. Hey, Marquita. How are you, sissy? Oh, I forgot. I love this song. Oh, love you. Miss you too. I hope you're well. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. That is such a nice surprise. I know we haven't talked in a minute. I don't think I was able to get you last time I called you, right? Girl, all them kids are sick. Oh no! Everybody's sick? That's not good. Do you have some elderberry? Knock it right out of them. What is croup? Like a cough? Came from school? What is croup, sissy. I I hope everybody starts feeling better. I don't like the sound of that. Yes, it's a bad cough. It affects the voice box. You keep a fever. Oh no! So were you not able to do your fall thing? Okay, I'm gonna call you when I leave here. I'm getting ready to leave in a few minutes. Well, this is not good news. My babies. But how you gonna be able to do it with a sick household? We having a whole private conversation. That is funny. That's how you know when family get on the line. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. Tracking back, that was Ira Star with Rush off the 19 and Dangerous Deluxe release. And I don't know about being 19 and dangerous, but if you know one thing is dangerous, the situation we're talking about. If you're just tuning in, shout out to you. Appreciate you tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Know that you matter. You've always mattered. Even if you find yourself in that type of situation where you learn that your significant other has a secret family and they pass away, and now you're left with a $2.5 million insurance thing, and he did not mention the side chick or the children in the will, would you give them money? Would you give them a substantial amount of money? Would you allot them a monthly allowance, especially once it's proven they're his kids? And I'll say it again, like even if it's proven they're not his children, just for the sake of relationship and them being under the impression that he was a father to them, I would give them something. But if it's proven like, no, these are his descendants, these are his heirs, these are the fruit of his loin, then give them something. Give them something substantial. So there's something substantial. You'll never be able to cover the loss of a parent, but you can certainly help with some of the struggle. Now, earlier, I think someone said that they would do a trust fund for like 25, that they would be able to access it when they're 25 years old. I believe you should get something sooner. We don't know what kind of life. I mean, yes, I think the mother should go and get a job and things of that nature, but I'm just saying. Marquita said, I would have to pray about that because my Lord. I mean, the children didn't ask to be there. The children are not at fault, for their parents' escapades. And so, like I said, of course, being on the side, listening in, or just thinking out loud, it is super easy to say, "Oh yeah, I would support. I would give money. I wouldn't have a problem." It's easy to say that. But it's easy to say that because you're just on the outside looking in. So I appreciate the honesty. Like, oh goodness, I'd have to pray. You may not just have to pray. You may have to fast. You may have to go on a whole sabbatical. Marquita says the children don't even know I exist. The Lord would have to lay it on my heart. Yeah, that will be their first time. You're not even a part of their lives, so it would be quite the experience and decision making. They did say, hey, you live a pretty lucrative life, and then you get an additional $2.5 million from his life insurance. I still say, yeah, throw him a little something. Get the proof, and then throw them a little something. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. I really appreciate you being here, supporting me, coming online. It means a lot. Everybody that's written in, everybody that has commented, and do send something else you want to talk about. Something you want to add, question you want to ask about. It's a judge-free zone. We're just having a conversation. Hit me up on TGI Jelly on all social platforms. And much love to you. Have a wonderful week. We are going to go out on trying to find something fun to go on because that was quite the conversation. But hey, I hope it never happens to anybody that you know or to you. Um, and if it has happened to you, know that it's not because of anything that you did, because nobody deserves that kind of behavior. Nobody deserves it. All right, y'all. Love you guys. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. And I'm going on something dance worthy because goodness, that was a little bit of an uncomfortable conversation. All right, y'all. Love you. Have a great one. See you next week. All right, y'all. Appreciate you being here. Because I'm turning music on now because I'm about to shut it down before Facebook shuts it down. Marquis, I'm going to call you. All right. Love y'all. Have a great week. I wanna live with you. I can't see the way I can let go. That you never know, so you come pass up. When them so far to find your love. That you never know, so you come pass up. Man, them so far to find your love.